Let's understand Microsoft Foundry in one picture. It is Microsoft's unified enterprise platform for building, running, and scaling AI apps and agents on Azure. Officially described as Foundry, formerly Azure AI Studio, it's the evolution of Azure AI Studio under a new brand. Think of it as an AI app and agent factory, a single portal where you pick models from a huge catalog, greater than 10,000, plug in enterprise data, wire up tools and APIs, and then operate those agents with security, governance, and monitoring built in. When you see Microsoft Foundry and Azure AI Foundry in docs, treat them as the same product line, just different branding layers. Let's understand how Foundry fits into the rest of Microsoft's stack. Azure is the underlying cloud, compute, storage, networking. Microsoft Fabric is the data plus analytics platform, OneLake, Lakehouse, warehouses, notebooks, Power BI. Foundry sits on top as the AI application and agent layer. Foundry pulls data from Fabric via Fabric Data Agent and OneLake connectors, uses Azure resources for compute and search, and integrates with Microsoft 365, GitHub, and security services. Compared to Copilot Studio, low-code, Microsoft 365-centric copilots, Foundry targets highly customizable, large-scale enterprise AI apps built by engineering teams rather than business makers. Let's understand Foundry's technical backbone. The main building block is the Foundry resource, with accounts and projects inside Azure. Within it, you get the Foundry Models catalog to discover, evaluate, and deploy thousands of models. Azure OpenAI, third-party, and community with unified billing. For runtime, Foundry Agent Service orchestrates agents and workflows that call models, tools, and data sources. Azure AI Search and Data Connectors, Blob, SQL, Fabric OneLake, etc., power RAG and retrieval. Monitoring, evaluation, logging, and content safety provide observability and governance. Foundry Local adds an on-prem edge option via an OpenAI-compatible REST API for high compliance or offline scenarios. Let's understand Foundry's role across the lifecycle. Data engineering and analytics still live primarily in Fabric and core Azure data services, Data Lake, SQL, Synapse, and Fabric. Foundry then consumes these curated datasets via connectors for RAG, grounding, and personalization. AI development shifts from isolated notebooks to Foundry projects and hubs that standardize models, prompts, tools, and experiments. MLOps/LMOps happen through managed endpoints, evaluation pipelines, logging, safety filters, and governance policies. In practice, Foundry becomes the front door for AI apps and agents that sit on top of your existing data estate rather than replacing your data platform. Let's understand Foundry through concrete use cases. Alaska Airlines built a destination discovery experience that reduces information overload in trip planning by combining Azure OpenAI models with airline and travel data through Foundry. SK Telecom uses agentic workflows in Foundry to power its AA. Personal assistant, coordinating multiple agents for personalized insights. SoftBank Corp relies on Azure AI Foundry plus App Service and SQL to modernize call centers, building domain-specific agents that cut wait times and costs. Content agency SJR created a generative experience (GX) manager in Foundry to personalize website content and layouts in real time, boosting conversion and engagement. Let's understand when Foundry is the right choice. Versus AWS Bedrock, Foundry wins on Microsoft ecosystem integration, Microsoft 365, GitHub, Azure AD, Defender, Purview, and governance, while Bedrock leans into serverless patterns and a curated multi-vendor model set. Model counts favor Foundry via its large Azure AI catalog, though quality depends on selection and tuning. Compared to Databricks or Snowflake, Foundry is not a replacement for their core data platforms. It's the AI app and agent layer. If your center of gravity is Azure and Microsoft 365, Foundry often delivers better end-to-end TCO. If you are deeply invested in AWS or non-Azure data platforms, Bedrock or native integrations with Databricks/Snowflake might be simpler to operationalize. Let's understand the bigger picture. Foundry as a portal is not charged separately. You pay for what you use underneath. Model inference per token/call, Azure AI Search, compute, VMs, containers serverless, storage, Blob, Data Lake, OneLake, and safety services, all via standard Azure pricing. Cost structure differs from Copilot Studio, which is more license/session-based and low-code focused. Ecosystem-wise, Foundry is becoming the hub for Azure AI models, MCP tools, and deep integrations with Fabric, Microsoft 365, GitHub, and Power Platform, plus a growing SI-ISV partner network. Strategically, this positions Foundry as the default AI application fabric for Microsoft-centric organizations, shaping how they standardize governance, reuse components, and scale agents over the next 3 to 5 years. Let's understand the key takeaways and next steps. Treat Microsoft Foundry as your AI app and agent factory on Azure, sitting on top of Fabric and your existing data platforms. It provides model catalog, agent orchestration, data connectors, evaluation, monitoring, and governance in one place, plus Foundry Local for high compliance deployments. To get started, define one or two high-value scenarios. Example, support copilot, sales assistant, call center, web personalization. Map required data sources in Fabric Azure, then prototype using the official chat agent reference architectures. In parallel, align security, compliance, and FinOps teams on governance and cost models so that successful pilots can scale into a standardized enterprise AI platform based on Foundry.